All right, boys and girls, today we're checking out some insane engine swaps, all drift cars. We're gonna start out, I saw this car such a long time ago, before I was really drifting myself, but I was just kind of like starting to check stuff out, and I don't know how I found this car, but it's so sick. So it's a 4-rotor GS 300. So I'm not a rotary expert by any means, but 13B is what comes in like the RX-7, and it's 2 rotors. So this is basically 2 of them smashed together. So it's pretty crazy what they can do. Just listen to it sitting idle. Oh my God. It looks hard too. Oh, I love the exhaust in front of the front wheel. I wish we could do that in competition. See, he's in New Zealand, so their rules are different, but for like Formula Drift and most competitions here in the US, the exhaust has to exit behind the rear axle. I love the 3-piece wheels too. I know we're talking about engines, but oh, the nitrous. That sound does not match the body. That's what I love about like ridiculous engine swaps, is the sound. You hear it, and then you see the car, and you're like, what? Yes. Oh, it's so sick. Oh, the way it just like, that clutch kick, like, God, it sounds good. Okay, so you guys have probably all seen this. The good old Ferrari Swapped FRS by Ryan Turk. Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot about that. Hey, see, I'm not the only one that crashes. Turk does it too. One of the best drivers in the world. He crashes, it happens.
Part of the game.
So my only thing is like this car is so sick, don't get me wrong. But the only thing I don't like is, and it's just my preference versus what theirs, and I mean, it's their car, so do what they want, but it's muffled. And the reason why is, to my understanding, they actually use the stock Ferrari exhaust because they want it to sound, you know, just like a Ferrari. So I respect that. Me personally, I would have made that thing as loud as I possibly could, but it does sound sick. I mean, it's ridiculous, don't get me wrong. But yeah, this one definitely deserves to be in this video. This is an insane engine swap, and the build is incredible, like all the work done to it, top to bottom. But yeah, this thing is outrageous. I love the engine sticking through the hood too. So I guess the story goes, they had a hood for it, but I think it blew off like on like the first drive or something like that, and they ended up just never putting it back on, and they just always ran it without the hood, which I'm kind of about. It's a little ratty, but you gotta show off what's under the hood. All right, now we got ourselves a little compilation. There's a couple of bangers in here that I want to see. I think I've seen this thing before. Oh, that's sick. So it's a BMW One Series with the S85 V10. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's cool because it's BMW and BMW chassis. I'm not always one that thinks like, well, obviously I have LS in the Skyline. I don't really care necessarily about like Nissan, Toyota, but it is cool. And there's like a, I don't know, it has a coolness factor to it, you know, sticking with the same motor manufacturer. I mean, that sounds like it should be coming out of like almost a Formula One car or something, and it's just this little BMW One Series. Side note, I've had the sickest engine swap idea for the longest time, and I just don't have the money to do it. So please guys, blow up this channel so I can do it. Like, I already have the chassis sitting, and which I'll give a little bit away for those of you who follow us closely. And I know exactly what motor in it I want to put in it. I know how to do it. It hasn't been done. It would be so outrageous, but it's expensive. So let's blow this channel up, boys. Go buy some merch. Boys and 1% girls. Let's blow this bitch up so we can do it. This one is like not that insane per se, but they did this Touge Z swap like so early on, like right when the new Supra came out. Honestly, I think it's, what is it, B58? Can't blow what the correct name for the motor that comes in it is a serious motor. And like Haugen Racing and a couple other guys have proven it to be really, really good, but the Touge Z is also super proven and has been around for a long time. So I don't know, they both sound sick in my opinion. I think it's cool that guys are using both engines. What the heck is this? We've got an S14 A little kooky action. Are you kooky or zenky? Comment below. I'm kooky, like all day long. Okay, so it's VR38, so GTR motor. You know what? Honestly, this thing sounds sick, and I personally, and I know I'm probably part of a small group, but I don't think the VR38 is that great of a sounding motor. But this one sounds really good. Come on, drift it. I mean, you can't make an insane engine swap video without including an LS, right? And this one's really cool because this is Bagsy UK, and he got an R35 GTR, which we just saw the motor from. Great motor, just fine, but he's like, you know what? It. I'm putting a single turbo LS in it. I mean, I LS swapped the Skyline R34, and people like, it's definitely a love-hate, so I appreciate him doing that. Okay, I couldn't find a lot of videos of this because it's fairly new, but Daigo took a Toyota Yaris and put a Touge in it. He's such an animal. Look at, God dang it, I love Daigo. Look at it. It's got a Pandem kit on it too. Well, the thing's ridiculous. The body kit on it is so crazy too. He's a Touge boy, but I feel like this thing would have been sick with the RV in it. The thing actually looks good. It looks freaking planted. Huh, weird, 2 hands on the steering wheel. Anybody want to talk about it? One of the best drivers in the world. All right, we got to polish it off with Chris Forsberg's new build. It is pretty outrageous. Let's see here. So he put, I'm sure so many of you know about it, but it's like, it was 1,300 horsepower here. Now it's like 1,400 horsepower. My understanding is it's like a really pumped up VR38.
Time out at grid life.
Sick.
It's running the same power level as the Pro car. Which...
It's cool sounding, don't get me wrong. I don't know, I guess I'm not a huge fan of VR38s, but you have to respect the swap, and this is absolutely insane. And Forsberg is one of the best drivers and just rips this thing. This thing is just murdering tires. I mean, there are so many engine swaps that we could do a 5-hour long video. I mean, I'd like to include the LS and the R34. But comment below what you guys would like us to check out next. I'm having so much fun making these reaction videos. And thank you guys, we're almost at 60,000 subs. So if you guys can tell, like, you know, your dad, mom, grandma, brother, sister, if you have kids, just go and steal their phones and subscribe them. We'd really appreciate it. Also, go check out our Haugen Racing merch. I'm not wearing any because my arms are too big now and I just wear tank tops. I could get some bigger t-shirts made if we got some more money. All right, we'll see you guys in a couple days. Peace.